Megaquake incoming? Pacific plate breaking could trigger massive disaster. Introduction: the Restless Earth. For most of human history, we believed continents and oceans were fixed, unchanging parts of our planet. Mountains seemed eternal. Oceans appeared endless. But science has revealed a deeper, more unsettling truth. Earth's surface is alive. Beneath our feet, giant tectonic plates are in constant motion, colliding, pulling apart, and grinding past each other. Now, scientists warn that the Pacific Plate, the largest tectonic plate on Earth, may be breaking apart. If true, this could trigger a chain of catastrophic earthquakes and volcanic eruptions that might reshape life around the Pacific Ocean. Today we'll explore the story of plate tectonics, the warning signs of a fractured Pacific plate, and what this could mean for our future. Chapter 1: The Birth of Plate Tectonics. The idea of moving continents began more than a century ago. In 1912, Alfred Wegener proposed that Earth's land masses were once joined in a supercontinent and slowly drifted apart. His continental drift theory was dismissed by many. But in the 1960s, evidence of seafloor spreading and magnetic patterns on the ocean floor confirmed it. This gave rise to the theory of plate tectonics, a revolution in Earth science. We now know Earth's outer shell is broken into massive slabs called tectonic plates. There are 7 major plates, including the Pacific, North American, South American, African, Eurasian, Indo-Australian, and Antarctic, plus several smaller ones like the Nazca and Cocos plates. These plates move at speeds of a few centimeters per year, about as fast as your fingernails grow. Yet their interactions release immense energy. They build mountains, open oceans, spark volcanic eruptions, and cause devastating earthquakes. Chapter 2: The Ring of Fire. Nowhere is this more dramatic than around the Pacific Ring of Fire, a 4,200 horseshoe-shaped belt where most of Earth's earthquakes and volcanic eruptions occur. Here, plates collide in subduction zones, where one plate sinks beneath another. This process powers volcanic chains like the Andes in South America and Japan in Asia. The Ring of Fire is home to the world's most powerful earthquakes. The 1960 Chile quake reached magnitude 9.5-, the strongest ever recorded. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake in Japan, magnitude 9-0, unleashed a deadly tsunami that struck the Fukushima coast. More than 800 million people live along this fiery belt. What happens here affects the entire world. Chapter 3: Hidden Forces Beneath the Pacific Plate. For decades, scientists believed the Pacific Plate was stable, but recent research paints a different picture. Cracks are appearing far from its boundaries. Swarms of unusual tremors have been detected near Hawaii and other mid-ocean regions once considered quiet. Even more troubling, these intraplate earthquakes suggest stresses are building deep within the Pacific Plate itself. Instead of a solid slab, the plate appears to be a complex mosaic of fractures and microplates. History shows us this is not unusual. The once massive Farallon Plate stretched across much of the eastern Pacific millions of years ago. Over time, it was swallowed beneath the Americas. Today, only fragments remain: the Cocos, Nazca, and Juan de Fuca plates. Could the Pacific Plate be following the same path, gradually splintering into smaller plates? Chapter 4: Megathrust, Earthquakes, and Slowquakes. At subduction zones, the real danger lies in megathrust earthquakes. These are massive ruptures where one plate locks against another for centuries, then suddenly slips, releasing energy on a catastrophic scale. Such quakes can reach magnitudes above 9, triggering tsunamis that cross oceans. Scientists also study slow earthquakes events that release energy gradually over weeks or months. These may act as warning signs, sometimes occurring before a megathrust rupture, but whether they delay or trigger bigger quakes is still uncertain. The Cascadia subduction zone off North America's west coast is one of the most dangerous. It last ruptured in the year 1700 with a magnitude 9 quake that sent a tsunami all the way to Japan. Scientists say Cascadia is building toward another massive rupture, perhaps within this century. If the Pacific Plate is fracturing, these megathrust zones could become even more unstable. Chapter 5 – Lessons from Tierra del Fuego. At the southern tip of South America lies Tierra del Fuego, crossed by the Magallanes-Fagnano Fault. In 1949, the region experienced 2 magnitude 7.7 earthquakes. The land shifted by nearly a meter, lake waters withdrew and surged back, and the ground continued to deform for decades afterward. Even today, GPS satellites record the crust slowly adjusting, like honey creeping in slow motion. This shows that earthquake cycles don't end when the shaking stops. Stress continues to build silently, preparing for the next rupture. This serves as a warning. Earth's tectonic systems operate on timescales far longer than human memory. Chapter 6 – What happens if the Pacific Plate breaks? So, what if the Pacific Plate truly fractures? The consequences could be profound. New plate boundaries could emerge. Existing subduction zones might destabilize, producing more frequent or larger earthquakes. Volcanic activity could increase as fresh magma pathways open through weakened crust. Imagine the Pacific Ring of Fire becoming even more active than it already is. Cities like Tokyo, Santiago, Los Angeles, and Manila could face rising risks of destructive quakes and tsunamis. While complete plate breakup would take millions of years, the early stages, internal fractures, microplates, and unusual seismic activity are already underway. From a human perspective, the concern isn't the distant future, but the coming decades. Chapter 7 – Looking back to look forward. Geological history reminds us that no plate lasts forever. Nuna, Rodinia, Gondwana, and Pangaea, Earth's great supercontinents, all formed and broke apart as plates moved and fractured. The Pacific Plate may simply be the next in line. If it breaks apart, it could eventually help assemble a new supercontinent millions of years from now. But along the way, humanity will face the challenges of living on a planet that is never truly still. Chapter 8 – Preparing for the Future. What does this mean for us today? It means we must deepen our understanding of tectonic processes. We need better earthquake monitoring systems, stronger tsunami warning networks, and resilient infrastructure in vulnerable regions. Scientists are already deploying advanced GPS arrays, ocean-bottom seismometers, and satellite imaging to detect tiny shifts in Earth's crust. Each data point brings us closer to predicting how stress builds and releases across the Pacific Plate. Preparedness can save lives. Countries around the Ring of Fire must invest in education, evacuation plans, and disaster response systems. History shows us that the question isn't if an unpredictable. Conclusion: a planet in motion. From the icy fjords of Tierra del Fuego to the vast Pacific Ocean, Earth's dynamism is on full display. Our planet is not a silent rock, but a restless world shaped by hidden forces beneath our feet. The Pacific Plate may be breaking apart, marking the beginning of a new chapter in Earth's geological story. Whether this process unfolds quietly over millions of years or violently within our lifetimes remains uncertain. But one thing is clear: everything is connected. The quakes we feel, the mountains we see, and the volcanoes that erupt all remind us that Earth is alive. If you found this exploration valuable, please like this video, subscribe to Space Earth Symphony, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Together, we can spread awareness of the incredible and sometimes dangerous forces that shape our world. Other megaquake will strike, but when?